Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. Here we are together again on the radio, sitting high atop Times Square in New York City. We'll be back to Los Angeles on Monday. Back home, as it were. Looking forward to coming back home, too, may I say. It only takes so much of this. But long as I'm hermetically sealed in this glass studio with a window overlooking the Hudson River, I can handle it. Unfortunately, tonight I'll have to walk out the door of this building and walk into that sewer downstairs. It's just the way it is. What are you going to do? Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. We appreciate it. Here we are, together again on the radio. And in this segment of the program, every once in a while I like to check back and see how we're doing in a variety of ways. And most importantly for me is how we are influencing the youth of America. As you know, I see myself as a father with many children out there who just happen to be the children I never personally had. But I am responsible for raising many of you. Many of you whose parents are too busy to be bothered taking care of you. Many of them who are busy working, or they're divorced and you don't see them around. Or many times they just don't know what they're talking about. Or they lied to you, right, kids, about whether they ever smoked pot or had sex. Because believe me, I know your parents, and they did both. If they grew up in the years to be your parents, I guarantee you that in most cases they had sex younger than they've admitted to you. They have smoked pot. Many of them had to deal with unwanted pregnancies and other things that they would never tell you about. So you depend on me, your surrogate father, to raise you. And I'm always thrilled to hear from people as young as we can find. As young as we can find. I don't care how young you are. But in this hour of the program, I would like to talk to you if you are under age 16. So 16 would be the oldest, and the youngest would be, well, are you old enough to dial a phone? That's how young I want to go. I want to talk to the youngest listeners we have. And I want to find out what you've learned by tuning into the show. It's always good to, by the way, let me just say something to Dean here a second. Dean, I keep turning the pot down here, and I'm going to keep turning it down until you tell me to stop. Is that low enough? Dean leaves the message up on the screen. You've got to pot it down a bit. Then he never tells me when I've gone down far enough, so I just keep going until you can't hear me anymore. And Dean doesn't know he should put the damn thing, tell me when I'm gone far enough, for God's sake. Is that low enough? Jesus. You don't put a message like that on the screen. You got to pot it down. How far? And when do I stop? Jesus. Yes, I understand that part. I understand that part. Yes, I'm in a strange studio with no windscreen, no engineer. I'm running the board myself. Yes, I know. Nobody here with headphones on listening except for me. And I get these messages. Gotta pot it down. Never tells me when it's enough. Unbelievable. Anyway, so kids, again, since your parents can't be bothered by talking too loud, so my word to you, boys and girls, is if your parents are too busy to be taking care of you, and I have sort of taken over raising you here on the radio, you're the one I want to talk to, toll free here at 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. I want to see what you've learned by tuning in, and I want to see in what ways I've taken over raising you as your surrogate parent. So let me take 14-year-old David. He lives in Phoenix. David, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello?
Hi, David.
Hi, how are you, Tom?
I'm okay. So I see you're 14.
Yes.
And do your parents know you listen?
I'm pretty sure. My dad's a big fan.
He's a big fan? And
yeah.
Are your mom and dad still together?
Yes, they are.
Okay, just checking. You know how that could be. Now, David, what have you learned from tuning in?
I've learned not to, I think I found this out today, not to let girls kind of walk all over me.
Have they done that in the past?
A little bit, yeah.
What do they do to you?
I don't know, just kind of being used, you know?
Yeah. And you allowed it, why?
I don't know, I guess I never really realized it until I started tuning in.
Okay. And now you know not to let them do that.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. How does your mom feel about that? Does she know what you've learned?
I don't know. She's not the biggest fan.
Your mom's not a big fan. That's how you know we're doing it right, Tim.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anything else you've learned from tuning in?
I don't know. I'm just a recent listener.
Very good. All right, David, I'm proud. I appreciate the call. I really do. Let's talk to 16-year-old Anthony. He's in Corona, California. Anthony, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello.
Anthony.
What's up, Tom?
Not much, Anthony. Do your parents know you listen?
Yep, my mom got me listening to your show.
Is that so?
Yeah.
She likes it, huh?
Yeah, my mom loves your show.
Really? Is your mom still married to your dad?
Nope.
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 Is your mom out there on Flash Friday?
Hope not.
Imagine if you were driving by and you got flashed.
Not yet. Me and my uncle go out sometimes.
Yeah, but imagine if the person flashing was your mom.
That'd be freaking horrible. I'd blind myself.
Is your mom hot?
I don't really look at my mom like that.
Well, what do other people think?
My mom's surprised that she's like 36.
Uh-huh.
They're surprised that she's like sort of young, and they have a 16-year-old son.
Yes. All right, now here's my question for you, Anthony. What have you learned by tuning in?
Treat girls bad. I talk down to the girls, and all the girls like me for it.
They do.
It works. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know why, but they love being talked down to. Like, even if I'm totally serious about it, they think I'm joking, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, oh Anthony, haha."
See that? And so the result is what? What do you get from women by doing that?
I guess a trophy around school. Pretty much it. I don't want to have kids or anything right now. I'd rather make tons of money.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
You get hotter chicks longer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, there's a girl in the first grade right about now with your name on her.
For sure.
You know, you just work hard, make a lot of money. And by the time she pops fresh out of the oven at 18, let me tell you something, Anthony.
She's mine.
She's all yours. I'm proud of you, son.
All right. Thanks, Dad.
Thank you, son. Thank you for the call. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Jeremy. He's 15. He lives in Boyd, Texas. Jeremy, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah, Tom, I just want to let you know, man, your show is the best. I've been trying forever to get through, and I just want to tell you to all you guys up there, listen to Tom. He knows what he's talking about.
Jeremy, are your parents together?
No, sir. I have a stepmom. My parents were divorced when I was, like, a really young age.
So, in a way, I've kind of helped raise you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, what have you learned by tuning in?
Just don't let girls, don't get in a big, serious relationship. I mean, just do whatever. And matter of fact, Tom, I got laid today.
You got laid today?
Yes, I got laid today, sir.
How'd you pull that off?
How?
Yeah.
Just being myself, Tom. Doing what you say. It works. I was talking to a girl a couple weeks ago. I mean, she gave me everything I wanted, Tom. Just listening to you, Tom.
Look at that.
Yeah, I'm already on the roll, Tom. Seriously, I mean, I love listening to your show. I'm never going to stop. Seriously, I just want to tell you, your show is the best.
Jeremy, don't you fall in love with any of these girls?
Oh, trust me. Trust me, I'm not.
I'm proud of you, son. Thanks a lot for the call.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-866.
It is finally great to pay homage to the king.
Thank you.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Okay, kids, it's the Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. Trying to find out what the children are learning by tuning in. Samantha. She's 15, calling us from Gilbert, Arizona. Samantha, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, pretty much you've taught me that I need to live my life and do what I need to do first and not to be a stupid young person like a lot of people are.
Yes.
And my dad is he got me into listening to you. And at first I was a little iffy on it, and I was I don't know, but I really believe everything you say, and I don't want to be in some of the situations that some of the people who call you are in. It's it's unnecessary, pretty much.
Now, how does your dad feel about what you've learned?
Oh, he's tickled to death, you know. He's really glad.
Are your parents still together?
Yes.
Uh-huh. How does your mom feel about it?
I don't know. I don't know if she even knows.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I think she listens to you, too, but I'm not sure, really. I don't know.
You're going to find out now.
I guess I will.
Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you.
Appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. 13-year-old Trevor is in Reno on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello, Trevor.
Hello?
Yes.
Well, I just wanted to tell you that what I've learned off your show is that all women have issues.
Really? Like what issues?
They're a bunch of moody. They're in a bunch of moods and everything, and they can be real jerks sometimes, and they can be really nice and everything. And some of them have really bad stuff going on with them and everything.
So what do you do as a result of that? How do you handle that?
Well, I don't know. I just try for the ones that have really bad issues, I just try to stay away from them.
Just stay away from them.
Yeah, because at school, some of the kids are really bad and have really bad issues.
And you don't want any part of that?
No. Because some of those kids get bad reps and everything.
Now, are your parents together?
My stepdad and my mom are together, but my dad and my mom have split up.
Yeah. How do they feel about you tuning in?
My mom is great with it. My dad doesn't know, though.
Is he not supposed to know?
No, he just doesn't. I don't know if he listens to you. I think he does. I don't know. He'll find out, though.
You're going to find out now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Trevor.
Hey, can you take me out Kobe style?
Here you go, Trevor.
Oh.
This is about us. She's so special to me. You're a beat to my heart. You're the air I breathe. She's so special to me.
1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Let's see, we got 16-year-old Todd from Los Angeles. Todd, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom. How you doing?
Doing okay, Todd.
What's going on?
Just doing a little radio show here.
Great. I've been trying to get through to you forever, man.
Here we are.
Yeah, but my dad passed away in Desert Storm, and you pretty much raised me, man.
Wow.
Yeah, you're a good guy.
Now tell me some of the things you've learned here.
Well, I learned to treat women like male. Not
lick
like
them and send them away.
Yes, sir. Lick them, stick them, and send them on their way. Because you know what? There's plenty of women out there, and women need banging, and I need to be single, and I like to do whatever I want to do, and there's so many girls out there, and I just want my share.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
How does your mom feel about that?
You're kind of banned, man. I just kind of listen to you on the little radio, one of those portable ones.
So you're banned from listening?
Yeah. He says that you should be a gentleman and treat women well and all that stuff, and I don't see why. There's nothing in it for me.
That's right.
The women want equality, and I like my money in my pocket, I work, so why should I, the little money that I make spend on girls? I have girls making me lunch every day for, at school,
See that? They'll give you for free what other women would charge you for.
Yeah. Well, I get lunch every day from a girl, and there's another one that me every day.
Really?
Yeah.
In the cafeteria she does that?
Well, when everybody's gone.
Is that so?
Yeah. It's awesome.
Now, Todd, if you were listening to Power 106 in the afternoon, would you be getting advice like this?
I don't really listen to Power 106.
Or any other station?
No, you're the only one, Tom.
Thank you for that, Todd.
I love you, Tom. Hey, can you take me out with a bong hit, Thank You, Jesus?
Here you go, Todd.
Thank you, Jesus.
1-800-5800-TOM. We have 14-year-old Chase calling from Manhattan Beach on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Father.
Hello, son. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing great.
Well, I've been listening to you since I was just a little young lad, and I'd say the best thing I've learned from you is that women don't love you, they love your money.
There you go.
And my father's agreed with me, everybody's agreed with me, and I've agreed that you are my father.
Really?
Yes.
Very nice.
I've been following your rules, and everything's been working out.
It's all working for you?
Yeah.
Now, does your mother know you listen?
Yeah.
What does she think?
Well, they say that you don't know what you're talking about, but I just prove them wrong, and I make them listen to you in the car and stuff.
And you know I'm right.
Oh, yeah. I've known you're right since I was really little. I've been listening since I was 7.
7?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. And do you use Leykis 101?
Yes.
What have you done?
Well, on Leykis 101, I just, listen, and I, go on the website a lot, too.
Have you ever used any of the advice in Leykis 101?
Well, not really.
Or not yet? Not yet?
Not really. But I use just the regular advice.
And it's working for you?
It's working out great.
And your plan is, as time goes on, you're going to use that 101 advice as well?
Yeah, I'm going to start using it right away, now that you told me.
What's the most important thing you've learned from 101?
That women like to be treated like crap.
And you agree?
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Chase, I'm proud.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, Father.
Thank you, son.
Can you take me out African tribal style?
Here you go. One 800-5800-TOM. We're talking to kids 16 and under. who have been getting their education from this program. I've been raising them, essentially. We have 15-year-old Derek. He's in Lancaster, California, on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, son.
Well, Tom, from you, I've learned that I'm never, ever going to have children or get married.
Tell us why.
Because there's nothing in it for a guy to get married, unless you have no game.
That's right. Have you told this to your parents?
Yeah, and my mom hates you for it, Tom.
I'll bet she does.
But I know you're right. And if I ever had a kid that was like me, I think I'd have to kill myself.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be the worst nightmare, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Love it, Derek.
Thank you, Dad. Can you blow me up?
Here you go, son. Michael, 15 years old from Whittier, California, on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Yeah, Tom?
Yes.
Things I've learned is just pretty much relationship and all that. He taught me all that.
And what have you learned about relationships here?
Not to get serious with anyone, not to get married, not to have babies, you know, just stuff like that. You know, you talk about people that have babies and it's not even theirs, and, you know, I would hate for that to happen to me, and how many divorces go on.
Yeah, and then having to pay for all that.
Yeah, and I'm starting to actually get my friend into, I got him into like a couple weeks ago, because he's been with his girl for about a year, and now he's getting second thoughts already.
Now, are your parents still together?
No, they're not.
And what does your mom think of you listening to this show?
I haven't talked to my mom for a while, for a couple of weeks now, and she doesn't really know that I listen to you. Pretty much, my dad's been listening to you for a while, and my older brother, he's about 19, and I've been getting into you for a couple months now.
And does your dad agree with what I have to say here?
I don't really talk to him about these issues.
I see. Might be interesting to see what he thinks.
Yeah, he's probably listening right now.
I'll bet he listens.
Yep, and my brother, too, at work.
I'm proud of you, Michael. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Hey, can you take me out tribal style?
Here you go.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
Even just having money and just having class are like two different things, because you could be rich all you want and be a total jerk.
I'd rather be a jerk with money than to be a big fat poor guy.
The Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show. New York City, 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. And we're talking to our youngest listeners to find out what they've learned by tuning in. Every now and then we check in and see what my young sons and daughters are learning here. Let's take 12-year-old Terrell in Lakewood, California, on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello.
Terrell, how are you?
Fine, and you?
Doing okay.
You taught me a lot, Tom, and my mom is a proud mom of Tom Leykis. She and my dad is the one that turned me on to your show.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And what have you learned so far?
I learned don't let women run you over a lot. Like at school, I don't let girls like push me around or nothing. Don't let them talk bad about me or nothing. And I learned DTB. I learned not to spend over $40 on a date and a whole lot of other stuff like that.
How do your parents feel about what you've learned?
They love it.
Perfect. No one's going to take advantage of you, are they, Terrell?
No, not really.
Proud of you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Appreciate the call. 11-year-old Anthony in Phoenix on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Hey.
I just wanted to call in and say that I've learned from you that I should always use a condom when I have sex until I'm ready to have a baby, and I should wait until I get married because I don't want to be taking care of the baby money, like having to pay for the baby and all. So
That's right.
And my mom always convinced me to wait until, and she believes that you are a really smart guy. I mean, sometimes she doesn't agree with some of the stuff she say, but most of the time she says, listen to this guy because he's smart. And then my sister, on the other hand, she thinks that she's like, oh, this guy's a jerk. And I'm like, oh, my God, you know, because I think you're pretty smart. I mean, you know what to do, so I just want to call and say, and tell you what I learned from you. So
now, have you talked about any of this in school or with your friends?
We don't really. I mean, there's the girls. They've done sex ed in 4th grade, but we haven't. No, we haven't really done that. But we talk a little bit during class. So, like teacher to kids. So.
Does anybody get freaked out that you listen?
Well, I mean, kids, they don't want to, like, be embarrassed by saying, oh, that's interesting, or something. So they say, ew, that's nasty or something, but they should really learn off it, because it's important when you're grown up and you want to know, so.
I understand. Well, yeah. Anthony, thank you very much for that. I appreciate the call. Let me get Alejandra. She's 15 from Montebello, California. You're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Daddy.
How you doing, dear?
I'm doing fine.
Good. How long have you been listening?
For like a couple of months.
Couple of months?
Yes.
Very nice. Now, who got you to listen?
My older brother.
Does your mom listen?
No, my mom doesn't speak English.
Oh, your mom doesn't speak English?
No.
So you and your brother listen to the show?
Me and 3 of my brothers.
What have you learned from tuning in?
I've learned to be independent and to pay for myself and not to be a bitch.
Not to be a bitch. Very important. If you want to get a successful guy, he's not going to put up with that.
No, of course not.
Do you know girls who are bitches?
Yes.
Do you try to tell them that they're making a mistake being a bitch?
Yes, I do it all the time.
Now, do other people know you tune in?
Yeah, but they don't know who you are. And I try to tell them, but they're bitches.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Very nice. Well, I'm very proud of you, Alejandra. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Can you blow me up?
Of course I can. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Her mom doesn't even speak English. Has no idea what's going on over here. Now we have an adult calling in. This is Sandy in Chicago. Now, Sandy, what did you want to say?
I just was wondering why some kids were calling in and saying how they're so proud that you've taught them that it's so great that they are 15 years old and are never going to have kids and never going to get married because they don't need to if they don't have game.
That's exactly right. Marriage is for guys who don't have game.
Okay, and what about security of children? You know, I mean, aren't these kids...
Oh, I'm not saying there aren't benefits. There are definitely benefits to children.
Okay.
Marriage definitely has benefits for children, but there is no benefit to men.
Okay, and this is what you should be teaching them, that there is no benefit? What about...
Well, because there is no benefit.
Okay, and what about you having those girls that were talking about yesterday that they shouldn't be having sex if they're not prepared to get an abortion? You are correct, but what about all the guys? Why aren't they being told that, you know, why don't you wear a condom?
I tell them to wear a condom, dear. You haven't been listening long enough. In fact, you may have heard an earlier caller who was 11 who said he learned to always wear a condom.
So, I mean, yesterday's conversation...
So if the 11-year-old heard that and understood it when I said it, you can be sure that everyone else heard it too.
Okay. I guess that's all.
Isn't that true?
I just think that young girls are getting ripped on upon for having sex with their boyfriends whose boyfriend should not be pressuring them into these things. I mean, I think girls need to be educated that they're better than this, than to be having sex with a horny little 14-year-old who wants to get in their pants.
Well, the reality is every girl who refuses to give it up, there's another girl down the street who will.
I'm sorry, who will?
Who will.
Because they're refusing, they will. I'm sorry, I don't understand that.
I say, if a guy is dating a chick and she refuses to give it up, then she doesn't have to give it up. There's someone else down the block who will give it up.
Well, and why should they, give it up then?
The girls are giving it up because they're in competition with other girls.
And then, hearing on the radio how these guys never should plan on getting married, what are they going to think then? The girls who are being told, have abstinence until marriage, now guys are finding no use in marriage, what are they supposed to think? Well, I'm never going to get sex then, I might as well, because guys wouldn't want to marry me.
And then they're going to give it up. Look, let's face it, there's very few girls these days, if you've been reading the papers, if you've been reading the statistics, there's very few girls these days who are not giving it up.
Yeah, and they're being pressured into it by their boyfriends.
Exactly. Because they want sex. But they're not just being pressured into it by the boyfriends. The pressure also comes from the fact that if they don't give it up to their boyfriend, someone else will give it up to their boyfriend, and then he'll be somebody else's boyfriend.
Well, then that's exactly why more of the emphasis should be for the guys. And, yeah, I heard the kids calling in saying that, they are going to use a condom, and that's wonderful. They definitely should. It just seems that, they should just not be having sex and not even... I know that's not an option, obviously, but it just seems that...
Most of them are having sex. And they were having sex before the Tom Leykis Show came on the radio.
Right. But I think that the wrong message is to just say, okay, you're going to have sex anyway, and you're going to have sex the rest of your life. Don't get married. And then those girls are saying, well, they're not even...
Why get married? What is in it for a guy to get married?
Well, I think that's beside the point.
No, it's not. It is the point.
It's not promoting a good message that anyone should be waiting for anything as a teenager.
Because nobody is waiting for it anyway.
That's not true. I did.
Well, dear. How old are you, 20?
20.
When did you get married?
I am still waiting. I'm not married.
So you're a virgin?
Yes.
All right. Well, guess what? There's not a lot of you out there.
Well, and that doesn't mean that the rest of us should just roll over and pretend.
What is your boyfriend's name?
Everyone does it.
What is your boyfriend's name? That is my point, dear. You can't have a boyfriend. Because what guy would want to be your boyfriend if he's not going to get laid?
You know what? I break up with them.
Yeah, but who wants to be your boyfriend if they're not going to get laid?
And there's nothing, and you don't think there's anything wrong with that mentality?
No.
See, you don't think guys should be waiting for that, get married and be happy? Oh, obviously not, because they're never going to be happy.
Because none of us do. I mean, there's very few of us who do. And I can tell you that the reason you will not have a boyfriend is because if you don't give it up, there's another girl who will give it up.
You think I can't get boyfriends?
Well, you can have them until they find out they're not getting sex.
This may be what, you were as a guy that you didn't want to date a girl who wouldn't have sex with you, but I have a lot of guys that actually are glad to wait. They actually respect me as a girl for not...
Where are they all now?
I told you, I broke up with them. I get tired of them.
Why?
I just don't want to be committed. I'm in college. I don't really have time for a boyfriend. And you know what? I feel pressured nonetheless to want to have sex with them because, let me say, I'm 20 years old. I have hormones, but you know what? I don't want to do it.
Well, don't. But believe me, there's plenty of other girls who will.
Well, and I think it's...
And that's why the guys shouldn't be waiting. The guys should be getting it where they can get it. The boys should know that if they meet you and you turn them down, there's plenty of other places to get it.
Well, and that's too bad that that's all that they're looking for.
That is what we're looking for, darling.
Tom.
Really?
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
Anytime I see a woman driving like a Beamer, isn't it natural? Don't you just say, I wonder who paid for that?
Yeah, that's true.
You don't say to yourself, well, there's a successful woman. She's probably in real estate. You say, my God, look at that bimbo. Who paid for that car?
The Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM. is our telephone number. Samantha, 16 years old, from Portland, Oregon, home of the other white meat, on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Do you care?
Oh, of course.
I'm doing great, and I have less than a minute.
Okay, well, I wanted to ask you first, what you keep talking about, Leykis 101, is that a book?
No, it's a course I teach every Thursday on the program.
Oh, really? Well, I'm going to have to let my boyfriend tune in then.
Every Thursday between 5 and 7 in Portland. So there you go. Our email address, Tom@blowmeuptom.
The Tom Leykis Show.